Huge backlash as Marvin Sapp locks church doors until he raises $40,000. Interesting approach. That's where we're at now already. Gospel singer and pastor Marvin Sapp found himself at the center of a social media firestorm following reports that he locked the doors of his church during a service, refusing to let attendees leave until they collectively donated $40,000. The incident took place during a recent conference and sparked widespread debate about faith, financial pressure, and the ethics of fundraising in religious settings. Multiple news outlets and social media platforms covered the controversy, with Sapp issuing a defense against what he calls exaggerated claims. They're not exaggerated. I watched the whole thing. According to the Christian Post, the incident occurred during the conference where Sapp shut the doors of the sanctuary to ensure that the fundraising goal was met. Attendees took to social media to express shock, with some claiming they felt pressured or held hostage by the tactic. One attendee's account, widely circulated on X, said Marvin Sapp had locked his congregation in the sanctuary so they could help raise $40,000. He said he wasn't opening the doors until they hit their goal. The sentiment was echoed across platforms, with outlets like the Shade Room reporting the story, and it went viral, accompanied by the video showing Sapp addressing the congregation about the offering. However, Sapp pushed back against the accusations in an interview with the Christian Post and denied holding anyone hostage, clarifying the doors were closed as part of a planned effort to encourage giving during the service. Sapp's team issued a statement emphasizing the costs associated with hosting large-scale conferences, including venue fees, staff payments, and outreach programs. The $40,000 goal, they claimed, was intended to support these efforts, not to line the pastor's pockets. Still, the optics of locking doors, whether literal or symbolic, have left many questioning the line between encouragement and coercion. Now, the problem here, and there's lots of problems we can unpack right here, this one, is bringing disrepute to the true church and the true ministries out there that are working for God. Complete disrepute in any sort of funds going to those ministries. He did that. Well done, Sapp. Good job for the enemy. Secondly, he even addresses the people watching online and saying they must also do it. Not just that, in the video he says, if you're giving electronically with your phone, I don't want you to just do it. I want you to come up to the front, there where he's standing, and do it there. Touch the basket with your phone so that I can see faith in action. Every single one of you needs to give. That is coercion, and that is a fear tactic and the closing of the doors. It is not biblical. It is not correct. It is sick. And I'm sorry, they're saying here in their defense, you're not taking into account the hosting of large-scale conferences, the venue fees, the staff payments, the outreach programs, the salaries. Are you not trusting God for these things? Are you not walking in faith? I understand multiple costs involved with going on an outreach. It's the fuel costs, it's the accommodation costs on that side, it's all the things I have to do, the Bibles that need to be purchased. I get all of that. I don't guilt no one into anything. I make all my needs known to God. I take what funds I have and I sow it in, and I do what I need to do for the ministry. And God always comes through. Always. I don't have to lock doors, guilt people, threaten people, make them stand up and do it in front of me so that I can acknowledge they've done it. That's not how it works. This is twisted. And again, I think the number one reason things like this come to light is the revealing of the false prophets and the darkness in the church, the wolves among the sheep, and to bring disrepute to the name of the church worldwide. So whether they're good or bad, they're all bad. And the world gets to say, look, see what the problem is with the church. They're all like this. They're not all like this. Not at all. Some actually trust God. Some actually do this the way it's supposed to be done. Some walk hand in hand with the water walker and go about their business. And the Lord supplies their needs as they have need for. Not private jets and 6 houses and all the unnecessary extras. No, all that money could have gone into Bibles, ministries, outreaches to actually bring souls into the kingdom. And that's not what people like this are doing. They're doing venue costs, supposedly, but it is going to their pockets, and salaries, pockets, and other things. No, really. Don't have the conference then if you can't pull it off and put it together and do it properly. Don't. Because if you need to lock doors and threaten people and make them stand up publicly in front of you and prove that they're giving, you are the problem already. And you're bringing disrepute. And again, we're seeing more and more and more of this right before we leave. It's how it should be, because what's in darkness is going to be revealed in the light. God bless. Keep looking up. Shalom.